Welcome viewers and math lovers in the series of videos on topology. We are talking about the connected spaces, and in the previous video we showed that if A is a connected subset of X and if X is separated, then A will be connected either in the separation U or V. Okay, and also we proved that every line segment in Rn is connected. Let us use the fact that every line segment in Rn is connected and the previous theorem whatever we have proved and say that every convex subset of Rn is connected. Okay, so example, so we will use both the statements what we have done in the last video. So if you have not seen, then please go through that video first. So every convex subset of Rn is connected. So we will use we will use the fact that every line segment is connected, and if you have a connect subset, then it will be either in the separation U or V. Okay. Now for this, let us do this. Let C, which is non-empty, be a convex subset of Rn. Let us take a non-empty convex subset of Rn. We need to show that C is connected. So to the contrary, let us assume that C is not connected. Assume or suppose C is not connected. Of course, we expect some contradiction. Okay, and that contradiction we will see how it is. Okay, so suppose that C is not connected. If C is not connected, then let us take a separation for C. So let us take U comma V be separation for C. Okay, C is separated. So let us take U and V as a separation for C. Now let us take a single point. C naught belongs to C. Now what is C naught? C naught is nothing but a point in capital C. Capital C has a separation UV, right? And U and V is a separation for, that implies, let me use some another color to highlight that. This is same as U union V, because U and V is a separation for C. Okay, C naught is in the union. This implies C naught belongs to U or C naught belongs to V. Okay, let us assume that C naught belongs to U. It can be in both, right? But the possibility that from this C naught belongs to U union V implies either C naught belongs to U or C naught belongs to V. But if you go with theoretic definition, that it also implies that C naught can be in the union. I mean both U and V. But in this our setup, we say that C naught cannot belongs to both. Okay. Answer why? So let us assume that let C naught belongs to U. If C naught belongs to U, C naught cannot belongs to V. Answer why? Alright. So let C naught belongs to U, and let us take some other point, say X belongs to C. Now what we have proved earlier is if you have a connected subset of a space, then it will be either in the separation U or V. Okay, if the whole space is disconnected, not connected. So if C naught is in U, you take any arbitrary point X from C, that this implies the line segment of C naught and X will be contained inside U. Why? Because we already proved that this is a connected subset of Rn, and this C has a separation U comma V. This implies this segment either will contain inside U or it will contain inside V. But this will not contain inside V because this C naught is already in U, and the intersection is empty because it's a separation. U and V intersection, if you take, it will be empty, and that's why the C naught cannot belongs to V also. So this implies line segment joining C naught and X will be in U. That will write the reason X segment C naught X is connected and already C naught belongs to U. So obviously all those points should be in U. So this implies if you take any arbitrary point X in C, that X, this implies this X belongs to U for all X belonging to C. And if X belongs to U for all X belonging to, and this implies if you take any points from C, it is in U, and in that case we will get V equals to empty set. This is contradiction. This is contradiction. Why it's contradiction? Contradiction. Why? Answer this. Alright. So this contradiction suggests that C is connected. Because we assume that C is not connected, we did some analysis from this point of view, using some results, some examples, and then we got some contradiction. This implies C is a connected subset of Rn. What is C? C is the convex subset of Rn. So what we proved is any line segment is connected, and also a convex subset of Rn is connected. Okay, there is also something called as path connected. Okay, that we will come as we proceed. Also, let us prove one of the statement. Let us prove that if you have a union of connected subsets, and if we have that union as a, if the intersection has a point in common, that means all the subsets have a point in common, then the union is complete. And so let us prove that and stop this video today here. And in the next video we will prove about the product topology. So if C alpha belongs to I is the integrating set, is a collection of connected subsets of X such that say this X naught belongs to the intersection. That means there is a point which is common to all the C alphas which are connected subsets. Then the conclusion is union alpha belongs to I, C alpha is connected. Okay, so if you analyze this, if you have a collection of connected subsets which has a point in common, then the union of all those spaces is also a connected space. Okay, so this is very simple elementary proof. Let us prove this proof. Let C is equals to union alpha belongs to I, C alpha. Also we know that something is connected, we need to show that. Let us assume that to the contrary, that this union is not connected. Okay, suppose you will get a contradiction. Let's see which contradiction we will get. Suppose C is not connected. Suppose C is not connected. Okay, so that means there is a separation. This implies there exists separation. Say, let us take A, B of C. Now remember, C is a subset of X, right? That means whenever we say that A is a separation of C, implies A and B are open in C as a subspace topology. Okay, so if we need, we will use those specs there. Now since A and B is a separation for C, this implies we can write C as union of A and B. Okay, so and now this x naught belongs to C alpha, that is the intersections. Okay, so now this x naught belongs to the intersection alpha belongs to I. C alpha implies this x naught will belong to C, right? Because x naught is in the all the spaces. Okay, so this x naught belongs to C, and we know that C is nothing but A union B. So let me write with this different color. This is nothing but A union B. This implies this x naught belongs to A, or this x naught belongs to B. So let us assume that let x naught belongs to A. If x naught belongs to A, this implies this x naught does not belongs to B. Okay, why? Answer. So x naught belongs to A. Now since this C alpha is connected subset of C, all C alphas are connected subsets of C, because we have taken C as the union of all the C alphas, and we know that all the C alphas are connected. That means the C alpha is a connected subset of C. So since C alpha is a connected subset of C, this implies the C alpha will belong to, or will contain inside A, or the C alpha will contain inside B, because A and B is the separation for C. Okay, now since we have already assumed that x naught belongs to A, and this x naught is also in C alpha, right? Since this x naught belongs to A and this x naught belongs to C alpha also, and we know that A intersection B is empty because it's a separation. This implies the C alpha should contain inside A. Okay, it cannot be in B. So what we have assumed that C alpha contains inside A for all alphas. This implies C alpha contains inside A for all alpha belonging to I. Now of course, if you take union of all those alphas, alpha over all those alphas in I, this implies union alpha belongs to I, C alpha will be contained inside A, because all those subsets are the subsets of A, implies if you take union, it will be also in E. And what is this? This is nothing but C. So this implies C is contained inside A. If C is contained inside A, this implies B is empty, giving contradiction. Right? This is a contradiction. Why it's contradiction? Even the last proof I asked you why is the contradiction. So this is a contradiction, and hence C is connected. You got the contradiction because we assume that C is not connected, and if C is not connected, it has a separation. By using that separation, we got a contradiction. So C is connected. So what we have done today is we proved that any convex subset of Rn is connected, and we proved that if you have a collection of connected subsets, and if they have a point in common, then the union is also a connected set. Okay. In the next video, we will prove that if x and y are connected spaces, then their product, that is x cross y, is also connected in the product topology. Okay. So stay tuned and see the next video.